The main reason I needed to come in is I'm struggling because I've just finished school, I've started a new career, I'm working a lot. I have the boys most of the time. They see their father usually every other weekend, and then occasionally one night during the week occasionally. So I feel a little overwhelmed. I've got a lot of the day-to-day living kinds of things to deal with, to try to manage the boys and school and homework and shuttling back and forth and sports, etc. Since my ex-husband's remarried, we don't have as much communication. I don't feel he's as supportive. He's got his life and other family. So I'm kind of overwhelmed.
Since he's remarried.
A lot. Yeah. I mean, I'm having a lot of trouble with Grant, and I don't think that he sees things the same way that I do, but I really need I think we need some help.
So are you guys fighting more than you used to fight, the two of you? Yeah. You too, huh? Or you're just listening to them fight more?
Yeah, actually, though I think he won't admit it, is having a lot of trouble, and I mean, I think it's because of the new family and everything, but I don't really know, and I don't think he knows either, so.
What do you think?
Nothing, just some trouble at school.
You think everybody's making a big deal out of this?
Yeah.
Further exploration of Grant's school problems revealed that he was flunking one class, but was essentially seen as a very bright student, and he had been doing well in the past. How about his dad? Have you talked with him about what's going on?
Well, not really, because I've tried, but he's really preoccupied with his whole family, and he doesn't listen. I've tried to talk to him. I've asked him for help in the past. He doesn't really care.
As I gathered information in the first interview, it became clear that Grant's problem coincided around the time when his father had a new child. Very often, when both ex-spouses come in or the extended binuclear family comes in, it's a situation that's very new to them, that they're all in the same room. At the same time, they have very, very stuck old patterns of relating to one another. So one of my main goals is to help them get unstuck by getting them to clarify their different points of view in a non-threatening way. Well, let me just recap a little bit from our last session in terms of what I came away with and where we can go from there. One of the things I heard in the last session is that it's kind of difficult for the kids when they go back and forth between the two of you. And they're with Mom most of the time and with you every other weekend, and that things have changed a lot since Jonathan's been born. And so that's made a difference. And maybe not as much to you, Jeff, in the same way. Maybe it has, but in terms of the boys.
Well, it's a time thing for me. I just feel, I've got to work, and obviously I want to be home with Jonathan and my wife, and the boys. I'd like to see the boys more, but I just feel that even in the time that we do spend together, it seems very pressured, and we don't necessarily get along, and I just don't like it. I mean, I wish there was a way we could do better together, but it just doesn't go well. So then it gets me thinking, maybe not to see them as often, or to see them in a different way, or what. I'm not sure. But
so you kind of don't know where to go with it.
I really don't. I don't like what's going on. I mean, and I just feel I'm going off in too many different directions. I mean, everybody wants something from me. And
it's very important that I take the time to explore with each family member about what they're feeling and about what's going on in the family. It's a very hard position. Everybody in this family is in a difficult position. It's hard to be the single mom. It's hard to be the remarried dad, as Jeff shows us, being caught in between. It's hard to be the stepmom. And it's especially hard for the kids to have to manage this relationship between their parents.